Resilience in the face of failure is a fundamental trait of personal growth and success. It's not about avoiding failure, but learning how to embrace it as part of the journey. Every successful person you've ever heard of has failed, often more than once. What separates them from others is how they responded to that failure. They didn't allow it to define them. Instead, they used it as fuel for their next step forward. In this way, resilience becomes less about the ability to avoid falling and more about the strength to rise each time you do. Failure, for many, feels like the end of the road, a point where dreams collapse and self-doubt takes over. But in reality, it's often just the beginning of something greater. The first step in developing resilience is changing your mindset about failure. You must shift from seeing failure as a sign of inadequacy to viewing it as a learning experience, a critical moment that is pushing you towards something better. When you understand that failure is not final, it loses its power to paralyze you. Instead, it motivates you to try again, smarter and stronger. Each failure teaches you something. Whether it's about your approach, your strategy, or even about yourself, there's always a lesson embedded in the experience. These lessons build resilience by preparing you for the next challenge. When you face a setback, ask yourself, what did I learn? How can I improve? Resilient people use failure as feedback, understanding that each stumble is an opportunity to refine their skills and sharpen their focus. This mindset keeps them moving forward, no matter how many times they fall. A key element of resilience is persistence. It's about showing up day after day, even when things aren't going your way. It's easy to stay motivated when everything is smooth sailing, but real resilience is tested when nothing seems to work. In these moments, persistence isn't just about grinding through the pain, it's about maintaining a sense of purpose, despite the immediate setbacks. It's about recognizing that the process itself, with all its ups and downs, is shaping you into the person you're meant to become. Embracing failure as part of your journey also requires patience. We live in a world that celebrates overnight success, but real, lasting success often takes time and is riddled with failures along the way. Being resilient means you're willing to play the long game, to keep pushing forward, even when progress seems painfully slow. It's about trusting the process, knowing that every small step and every failure is contributing to the larger picture of your success. Patience allows you to endure setbacks without losing sight of your ultimate goal. Resilience is also about adaptability. Failure often means that something didn't go according to plan. It forces you to rethink your approach, to be flexible and open to new ideas. Instead of stubbornly sticking to one path, resilient people are willing to pivot, to find another way forward. This adaptability makes you stronger because it allows you to survive and thrive in changing circumstances. It turns what could be a dead end into just another bend in the road. When you are adaptable, failure doesn't stop you, it redirects you. Another aspect of resilience is emotional endurance. Failure can be emotionally taxing, triggering feelings of frustration, disappointment, and even shame. But resilient people don't let these emotions consume them. They acknowledge the pain of failure, but don't dwell on it. Instead, they process their emotions and move forward with renewed determination. Emotional resilience means you can handle the inevitable emotional highs and lows that come with chasing your dreams without losing your passion or drive. Resilience also thrives on self-belief. When failure strikes, doubt can creep in, making you question your abilities and your path. But resilient people hold fast to their belief in themselves. They recognize that failure is a part of the process, not a reflection of their worth or potential. This inner confidence gives them the strength to persevere, even when others might give up. Believing in yourself, even in the face of failure, is essential to developing resilience because it fuels your ability to try again. Building resilience takes time and effort. It's not something that happens overnight, but rather a muscle you develop through each experience of failure and recovery. Each time you get back up, that muscle grows stronger. And over time, resilience becomes a part of who you are, allowing you to face future challenges with a sense of calm and confidence. You know that no matter what happens, you have the strength to get through it. Faith over fear is a concept that asks us to trust in something greater than ourselves when life becomes uncertain or overwhelming. Fear is a natural emotion, one that we all experience when faced with challenges or the unknown. It can paralyze us, keeping us from taking risks or moving forward. But faith, on the other hand, is a powerful force that can push us beyond our fear, helping us rise above those limitations. Faith doesn't eliminate fear, but it gives us the strength to keep going despite it. At its core, faith is about trust. It's the belief that there is a plan for your life, even when you can't see it clearly. It's trusting that every struggle, every obstacle, and every setback has a purpose. Fear, in contrast, thrives in uncertainty. It feeds on our doubts and insecurities, making us believe that we're alone in facing our problems. But when we choose faith over fear, we choose to trust in the unseen. We believe that even though we may not have all the answers, the path forward will reveal itself in time. Fear often focuses on the worst-case scenario. It paints a picture of everything that could go wrong, paralyzing us from taking action. It tells us we aren't good enough, that we don't have what it takes to succeed, and that failure is inevitable. Faith, however, offers a different perspective. It shifts our focus from what might go wrong to what could go right. Faith reminds us that we are capable, that we are not alone, and that with perseverance, success is possible. When we let faith guide us, we shift our energy from worrying about failure to working towards success. Choosing faith over fear doesn't mean that fear disappears. In fact, fear will always be present, especially when we are stepping into new territory or pursuing something important to us. But the power of faith lies in its ability to help us act in the face of fear. It gives us the courage to move forward, even when we feel uncertain or scared. Faith whispers, keep going when fear shouts. Stop it reminds us that fear is just a feeling, and feelings, while powerful, don't have to dictate our actions. Faith over fear also involves a deep sense of surrender. It's the acknowledgement that we can't control everything. Fear makes us want to hold on tightly, to control every aspect of our lives in an attempt to avoid pain or failure. But faith asks us to let go, to trust that even when things don't go as planned, there is a reason, a lesson, or a blessing in the experience. Surrendering to faith doesn't mean giving up, it means releasing the need to control outcomes and instead trusting the process. When we choose faith over fear, we step into a mindset of abundance rather than scarcity. Fear often operates from a place of lack. It tells us there's not enough time, not enough resources, not enough opportunity. It convinces us that we must hoard what little we have and play it safe. Faith, however, operates from a place of abundance. It tells us that there is more than enough to go around, that opportunities are limitless, and that we are capable of achieving greatness. This abundance mindset fuels creativity, action, and the ability to take risks. Faith also strengthens resilience. When fear dominates, we tend to give up quickly at the first sign of trouble, because fear convinces us that we aren't strong enough to overcome obstacles. But when faith is our foundation, we develop the ability to persevere through difficulties. Faith reminds us that setbacks are not permanent, and that each challenge is an opportunity for growth. It gives us the strength to endure, to push through hard times, and to trust that better days are ahead. In this way, faith and resilience go hand in hand. Choosing faith over fear allows us to find peace in uncertainty. Life is unpredictable, and fear thrives in the unknown, creating anxiety and stress over things we can't control. But faith provides a sense of calm in the midst of chaos. It reminds us that, while we may not know what the future holds, we can trust that we are being guided in the right direction. This peace doesn't come from having all the answers, but from the assurance that we are on the right path, even if that path isn't always clear. Faith over fear also connects us to a deeper purpose. Fear often causes us to focus on ourselves, our limitations, our failures, our anxieties, but faith encourages us to look beyond ourselves and see the bigger picture. It reminds us that our lives have meaning and that we are part of something greater. When we live in faith, we are driven by purpose rather than paralyzed by fear. We recognize that our actions, no matter how small, can have a positive impact on the world around us. Faith gives us the courage to dream. Fear limits our vision, making us believe that we should settle for less, that we should play it safe. But faith allows us to dream bigger, to imagine possibilities beyond what we can see in front of us. It gives us the confidence to pursue our goals, even when they seem out of reach. Faith doesn't promise that the road will be easy, but it does promise that the journey will be worth it. With faith as our guide, we can overcome fear and step boldly into our future, ready to embrace all that life has to offer. Purpose behind the struggle is an idea that speaks to the deeper meaning of life's challenges. It suggests that the difficulties we face are not arbitrary or pointless, but rather part of a larger plan designed to shape us into stronger, wiser, and more capable individuals. When we encounter struggle, it's natural to wonder, why me? Why now? But when we understand that there is a purpose behind every hardship, we begin to see these moments not as obstacles, but as opportunities for growth and transformation. Every struggle you face in life brings with it an invitation to grow. It forces you out of your comfort zone, pushing you to develop skills, strength, and perseverance that you might not have needed otherwise. It's during these tough times that you discover what you're truly made of. When everything is going well, it's easy to coast, but struggle requires you to dig deep and find resilience you may not have known you had. This personal growth is one of the key purposes behind struggle. It's not about the challenge itself, but about who you become because of it. Struggle often reveals your weaknesses, areas of your life that need attention or improvement. It can be humbling to face challenges that expose your vulnerabilities, but this is an essential part of growth. Without struggle, you might never notice the aspects of yourself that need refining. Whether it's emotional, mental, or even spiritual, struggle acts as a mirror, reflecting back to you the areas where you can become stronger. In this sense, struggle isn't your enemy. It's a tool that life uses to refine you. Another purpose behind struggle is to cultivate perseverance. In a world that often celebrates quick success, struggle teaches you the value of persistence. It's through repeated efforts, despite failures or setbacks, that you develop the grit needed to keep moving forward. Struggle builds endurance, and endurance is what enables you to continue chasing your dreams when the road gets tough. Without struggle, you wouldn't develop the resilience needed to navigate life's inevitable challenges. Perseverance, honed through struggle, becomes the foundation of lasting success. Struggles also test your commitment to your goals. When things don't go as planned, when doors close, and when everything feels like it's falling apart, struggle forces you to evaluate how much you truly want something. Are you willing to keep going, even when it's hard? Do you believe in your vision enough to endure the hardship that comes with pursuing it? Struggle weeds out the half-hearted efforts and strengthens your resolve. If you can withstand the struggle, it's a sign that you're truly committed to your purpose. Struggle is also a reminder that we don't have control over everything in life. Often difficulties arise not because we've done something wrong, but because there are forces at play that are beyond our control. This is a humbling realization, but it's also freeing. Struggle teaches us to surrender the need for control and instead trust the process. This surrender is not about giving up, but about letting go of the illusion that we can dictate every aspect of our lives. When you understand that struggle has a purpose, you're more likely to trust that there's something greater at work, even when you can't see it. One of the most powerful purposes behind struggle is the way it builds empathy. When you've gone through tough times yourself, you're more likely to understand and relate to the pain of others. Struggle connects us as human beings, reminding us that we all face difficulties, no matter who we are or where we come from. This shared experience of struggle fosters compassion and empathy, allowing us to support one another in more meaningful ways. Without struggle, it would be harder to truly connect with others on a deep level. Struggle often forces you to reassess your priorities. When you're facing difficulty, you're compelled to evaluate what really matters to you. Sometimes, struggle strips away the distractions and helps you focus on what is truly important in your life. Whether it's relationships, health, personal fulfillment, or faith, struggle has a way of clarifying your values. It refines your focus, helping you to eliminate the things that don't contribute to your growth or happiness. In this way, struggle is a powerful teacher, guiding you toward what truly matters. Struggles can also open the door to opportunities you may have never considered. When things don't go as planned, you're often forced to explore new paths or come up with creative solutions. These detours, while frustrating in the moment, often lead to unexpected blessings. A closed door might push you toward a new direction that ultimately brings more fulfillment than your original plan. Struggle encourages innovation and adaptability, helping you discover strengths and opportunities you might have otherwise overlooked. Struggle builds a sense of gratitude. When you've experienced hardship, you develop a deeper appreciation for the moments of peace, success, and joy that follow. Struggle reminds you not to take the good times for granted, because you know what it feels like to go without. It's the contrast between struggle and triumph that makes your victories all the more meaningful. Without the dark moments, the light wouldn't shine as brightly. Struggle, in its own way, deepens your capacity for joy, because you've earned it through perseverance and faith. Affirmation of victory is a mindset, a declaration that success is not only possible, but inevitable when you align yourself with determination, faith, and purpose. It's the conscious choice to believe in your own ability to overcome, no matter how daunting the obstacles before you may seem. Affirming victory is not just about speaking positive words, but about embodying a deep, unwavering belief in your capacity to triumph, even in the face of adversity. It is the conviction that, despite the setbacks, the ultimate outcome will be one of success. The power of affirmation lies in its ability to shape your mindset. When you declare victory over your life, your goals, and your struggles, you shift your focus from the barriers in front of you to the possibilities that await you on the other side. It's easy to get caught up in the challenges of the moment, but affirming victory forces you to look beyond the present difficulties and see the bigger picture. This shift in perspective is crucial because it reorients your mind from a place of limitation to one of expansion. Suddenly, what seemed impossible starts to feel attainable. Affirmation of victory also transforms how you approach challenges. When you believe that victory is inevitable, you begin to see obstacles not as dead ends, but as part of the journey. You understand that every setback is simply a temporary detour, not a permanent defeat. This belief fuels perseverance because you know that no matter how difficult the path becomes, there is a solution, a breakthrough, waiting for you. Affirming victory gives you the mental and emotional stamina to keep pushing forward, knowing that each step, no matter how small, is bringing you closer to success. There is a profound connection between what you believe and how you perform. When you affirm victory, you're telling yourself that you are capable, worthy, and destined to succeed. This belief has a tangible impact on your actions. You start to take bolder steps, make bigger decisions, and approach opportunities with confidence because you've already decided that you are going to win. This self-assuredness is key to achieving success because doubt and hesitation can often sabotage even the most talented individuals. Affirming victory silences the voice of doubt, allowing you to act with conviction. Affirmation of victory is not just about personal success, it's about stepping into your purpose. When you affirm victory, you are acknowledging that your goals and dreams are part of a larger plan. It's an understanding that you are not striving for victory solely for your own benefit, but because there is a reason behind your journey. This sense of purpose gives your affirmation even more power, because it's not just about winning, it's about fulfilling your potential and making a meaningful impact. Affirming victory is a declaration that you are ready and willing to embrace your calling. Victory is often a matter of persistence, and affirming it helps you maintain the necessary drive to keep going, even when the road is rough. The journey to success is rarely a straight line. There are twists, turns, and unexpected challenges along the way. Without a firm belief in your eventual victory, it can be easy to lose heart during these tough times. But when you've already affirmed that you will win, you approach every challenge with the mindset that it's just a temporary hurdle. You keep moving forward, trusting that the difficulties you face are only strengthening you for the victory ahead. Affirmation of victory also influences how others perceive you. When you carry yourself with the belief that you are destined to succeed, people take notice. Confidence is magnetic. It draws people in and inspires trust. When you affirm victory, you exude a quiet strength that encourages others to believe in you as well. This can open doors and create opportunities because people are more likely to invest in someone who believes in their own success. Your affirmation becomes not just a personal declaration, but a signal to the world that you are ready to achieve greatness. At its core, affirming victory is an act of faith. It requires you to believe in something you can't yet see, to trust that the work you're putting in today will lead to the success you seek tomorrow. This faith is essential because the path to victory is often filled with uncertainty. There will be times when the outcome is unclear, and it's easy to lose hope. But when you affirm victory, you are making the conscious decision to hold on to your faith, even when doubt tries to creep in. This faith sustains you when the journey feels long and the results are slow to come. Affirming victory doesn't mean you won't face challenges. It means you won't be defeated by them. Victory is not the absence of struggle, but the ability to rise above it. When you affirm victory, you acknowledge that difficulties are part of the process, but they do not define the outcome. This mindset allows you to remain resilient, knowing that no matter how hard things get, you have the strength to overcome. Affirming victory is a declaration that your spirit is unbreakable, that no challenge is too great to keep you from achieving what you were meant to achieve. Affirming victory is about taking ownership of your life. It's a statement that you are in control of your destiny, that you have the power to shape your future. It's easy to feel like a victim of circumstance when things don't go your way, but when you affirm victory, you reclaim your power. You decide that, no matter what happens, you will not be defeated. This sense of ownership is crucial because it places responsibility for your success squarely in your hands. When you affirm victory, you are saying that you are the author of your story, and you've already written the ending triumph. Overcoming doubt and fear is one of the most challenging but necessary aspects of personal growth and achievement. Doubt and fear are two of the most potent forces that hold people back from reaching their full potential. They create a mental and emotional barrier that can paralyze us, making it difficult to take action or move forward. To overcome them, it requires a deep understanding of their origins, a commitment to confronting them head-on, and the development of strategies to dismantle their grip on our lives. Doubt often stems from uncertainty, from not knowing if the path ahead will lead to success or failure. It creeps in when we face the unknown, making us question our abilities, our decisions, and even our worth. But overcoming doubt begins with recognizing that it is a natural part of any significant endeavor. Every new challenge, every step into uncharted territory will bring with it a sense of doubt. It's not about eliminating doubt entirely, but learning how to push through it, knowing that growth only happens outside the comfort zone. Fear, on the other hand, is rooted in our desire for safety and security. It emerges when we perceive a threat, whether physical, emotional, or psychological. Fear convinces us that stepping out into the unknown is dangerous, and that staying where we are is safer. But overcoming fear requires understanding that most of the time, the threat is not real, it's imagined. Our minds tend to magnify potential risks, creating worst-case scenarios that rarely come to pass. To conquer fear, we must train ourselves to see it for what it is: a reaction, not a reality. One of the most powerful tools in overcoming doubt and fear is self-awareness. You must become intimately aware of your thoughts, feelings, and reactions to situations that trigger doubt and fear. This means paying attention to the internal dialogue that occurs when you're faced with challenges. Are you telling yourself that you're not good enough? Are you catastrophizing every potential outcome? Once you become aware of these patterns, you can begin to challenge and change them. Overcoming doubt and fear requires reprogramming your mind to think in ways that empower rather than paralyze you. A crucial step in overcoming doubt and fear is to confront them directly. Avoiding fear only makes it stronger, giving it more power over you. The more you run from what you're afraid of, the more formidable it seems. Facing your fears, however, diminishes their hold. This doesn't mean recklessly diving into situations unprepared, but rather taking calculated steps toward the things that intimidate you. Whether it's public speaking, starting a new project, or pursuing a long-held dream, each step you take toward what you fear weakens its grip. The act of facing fear itself builds confidence. Doubt and fear also lose their power when you focus on action. Often we become paralyzed by overthinking, replaying worst-case scenarios in our minds, or imagining all the ways things could go wrong. But the antidote to this paralysis is action. When you take even the smallest step forward, it shifts your focus from your doubts and fears to the task at hand. Action creates momentum, and with each step you take, your confidence grows. Over time, you start to realize that your fears were exaggerated and that you are far more capable than you initially believed. A key part of overcoming doubt and fear is surrounding yourself with support. It's easy to feel isolated when you're battling these internal forces, but the truth is, everyone experiences doubt and fear at some point. Finding a support system, whether it's friends, family, or mentors, can help you navigate these challenges. These people can provide encouragement, perspective, and reassurance when your own mind is clouded by doubt. Sometimes all it takes is someone else believing in you to remind you that you have what it takes to succeed. Another important aspect of overcoming doubt and fear is shifting your relationship with failure. Much of the fear we experience is tied to the possibility of failing. We fear the embarrassment, disappointment, or sense of inadequacy that might come with falling short of our goals. But when you start to see failure as a necessary part of growth, it loses its power over you. Every failure is a lesson, an opportunity to learn and improve. When you embrace failure as part of the process, you stop fearing it and start using it as a stepping stone to success. Visualization is a powerful tool in the battle against doubt and fear. Instead of allowing your mind to focus on negative outcomes, train it to visualize success. See yourself overcoming obstacles, achieving your goals, and thriving despite challenges. This mental practice helps to rewire your brain, making success feel more attainable. Visualization also helps you mentally prepare for difficult situations, allowing you to face them with more confidence when they arise. Over time, this practice can help you shift from a mindset of fear to one of possibility. Resilience plays a major role in overcoming doubt and fear. There will be moments when things don't go as planned, when setbacks and obstacles arise. In these moments, doubt and fear can come rushing back with full force. But resilience, the ability to bounce back from adversity, helps you push through. Resilience is built through experience, by repeatedly facing challenges and learning from them. Each time you overcome an obstacle, you become stronger and more confident in your ability to handle whatever comes next. This resilience is what allows you to keep moving forward, even when doubt and fear try to pull you back. Overcoming doubt and fear is not a one-time event, it's an ongoing process. These forces will always be present, especially when you are striving for something meaningful. But the more you confront them, the more skilled you become at navigating their presence. With practice, doubt and fear become less of a hindrance and more of a signal that you are stepping into new territory that is ripe for growth and opportunity. Each time you face them and push through, you reaffirm your strength, your courage, and your capability to succeed. Perseverance with faith is a powerful combination that fuels the journey towards success, especially when the road ahead seems uncertain or filled with challenges. Perseverance alone is the grit and determination to keep pushing forward, to continue striving even when progress is slow or setbacks occur. Faith, on the other hand, is the belief that there is a greater purpose guiding your path, that the effort you put in will eventually bear fruit, even if the results aren't immediately visible. Together, perseverance and faith create an unstoppable force, one that allows you to push through the darkest times with the confidence that better days lie ahead. At the heart of perseverance with faith is the understanding that success is rarely instantaneous. The biggest dreams and the most meaningful goals often take time to materialize. This requires the ability to stay committed, even when the journey feels long and arduous. Faith adds a crucial element to perseverance by providing hope and assurance that the effort will pay off. While perseverance keeps you working day after day, faith reminds you to trust in the process, to believe that even though you may not see the finish line yet, it is there waiting for you. Persevering with faith means accepting that the path to success is not always straight or predictable. There will be detours, setbacks, and moments where everything feels like it's going wrong. During these times, faith acts as an anchor, keeping you grounded and reminding you that challenges are part of the journey. Without faith, it's easy to become discouraged when things don't go as planned. But when you trust that there is a purpose behind every obstacle, you gain the strength to keep going, knowing that each setback is preparing you for something greater. Perseverance with faith is also about resilience. It's about bouncing back after every fall, knowing that no matter how many times you stumble, you have the power to rise again. Faith gives you the courage to believe that failure is not final, that every mistake or misstep is just a temporary phase in the bigger picture of your success. This perspective helps you to persevere through the hard times because you understand that setbacks are not signs to give up, but opportunities to grow and learn. With faith, you begin to see challenges not as roadblocks, but as stepping stones on the path to achieving your goals. Faith also brings a sense of peace during the times when perseverance feels exhausting. There will be moments when the weight of your efforts seems overwhelming, when it feels like you've given everything, and yet the results are still far off. In these moments, faith serves as a reminder that you are not alone in your journey. It reassures you that there is a higher power, a larger plan at work, even if you can't fully understand it in the moment. This sense of trust allows you to rest in the knowledge that your perseverance is not in vain, that every step forward, no matter how small, is contributing to your ultimate victory. Perseverance with faith also requires patience. In today's fast-paced world, we often expect instant results, but true success, lasting, meaningful success takes time. Patience is the ability to keep working toward your goals without becoming frustrated by the wait. Faith strengthens this patience by providing the assurance that your efforts will be rewarded in due time. It allows you to focus on the process rather than obsess over the outcome, knowing that as long as you remain committed, the results will come when the time is right. Patience, fueled by faith, is what allows you to stay the course when others might give up. One of the greatest gifts of perseverance with faith is the inner strength it develops. Every time you push through a difficult moment, every time you persevere, despite the odds, you are building a reserve of strength and resilience that will carry you through future challenges. Faith deepens this strength by giving you a sense of purpose and meaning. It reminds you that your struggle is not wasted, that each challenge is refining you, making you stronger, more capable, and more prepared for the blessings that await you. This inner strength becomes a source of confidence, allowing you to face any challenge with courage and determination. Persevering with faith also teaches humility. It's easy to think that success is solely a product of your own hard work, but faith reminds you that there is something bigger at play. It teaches you to surrender to the process, to trust that there are forces beyond your control guiding your steps. This humility allows you to remain open to learning and growth, knowing that every experience, whether good or bad, is part of the journey. With faith, you understand that you are not the sole architect of your destiny, but rather a co-creator working in alignment with a higher purpose. Another important aspect of perseverance with faith is gratitude. When you trust in the process and believe that every challenge has a purpose, you begin to appreciate even the difficult moments. Faith encourages you to see the blessings in disguise, to recognize that the obstacles you face today are shaping you into the person you need to be to handle the success you desire. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's going wrong to what's going right, allowing you to persevere with a sense of optimism and positivity. It helps you to remain hopeful, even in the face of adversity, knowing that every step forward is a victory in itself. Perseverance with faith is about long-term vision. It's about understanding that the journey to success is a marathon, not a sprint. Faith gives you the perspective to see beyond the immediate struggles and to focus on the bigger picture. It helps you to stay motivated and driven, even when the road is long, because you know that every effort is bringing you closer to your goal. With perseverance and faith, you develop a sense of trust in the journey, a belief that the hard work, the sacrifices, and the challenges are all leading you to something greater.